to the VLenore Show. Here, we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, V-style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello, lovers. How y'all doing today? Happy Monday. It is April 14th, 2025, baby, and we are in the house. It is Monday. It is nice and bright and sunny right now here in the great state of Ohio, in the capital city that is. But I heard it's supposed to rain. So I felt like since I'm feeling good and it's looking good, let me just get out here and say hi to my good people. What's happening, V-stylers? How y'all doing? I got a lot of energy, huh? I feel good today. I feel good today. Mind, body, and spirit. Today, right now, I feel good. Now, body is trying to trip a little bit. You know, I always feel like I got a headache all the time, but this one is very, it's like very tolerable. It's like very faint, but it exists. It's there. And my body is still sore from lifting and moving and shifting and this, that, and the other. But it's not as bad as normal. Look, I feel good today. Now, tonight and tomorrow, we can't speak on that yet. I don't know what it's going to look like. But keep your girl in prayer, all right? Keep your girl in prayer. Did y'all hit the like button? Huh? Did y'all hit the like button? Because I don't feel like I'm in the algorithm. Could you hit the like button, please, so we can get on out there and tell family that we are home? All right, and that supper is almost ready, because if Black people in particular, if Black people think that you cooking something and the shit is about to be ready, that's when they come running. You know what I'm saying? That's when they say, okay, we gonna come. So tell them that supper. Which, do y'all have supper? Because we be having dinner. We never had supper at my house. We always had dinner growing up. I didn't understand. Anyway, I ain't know no Black people who said supper. But I'm going to say right now, if your supper, tell them that the supper is almost ready, so they better come on home. Because we got things to do. Okay, we got a feast. Yeah, thank you, Miss HLS. Who's having supper around here? Who around here had supper? Because we ain't had no supper. Supper was what the Brady Bunch had. You know what I mean? Like suppers with them white folks in the sitcoms, their kids, Happy Days. They had supper. We had dinner. Okay. It's time to eat dinner. Okay, let me see who's here. Hey, Lexi the Lauder. Thank you, girl. Tell them hit the damn like button on the way in, so we can tell family we are home. Good grief. Thank you, Lexi the Lauder. Hey, know your own worth. Hello, sweetheart. Hello to everyone, and welcome to the VLenore Show. Thank you so much. Know your own worth. I love you. Hey, Salty Buzzard. Hey, Susie24, Sari Colette. Say, girl, I can say your name all I want to over here. Sari Colette. Okay, because Alexa don't give a fuck. All right. Hi, Miss Buckeye 99. Hi, Beauty is her name. Hey, Only Me 23. No 54. Texas Toy. What y'all done did now. That's what y'all done did, not me. Okay? It's what have you... It's y'all, these people in the chat. The question was to y'all from me. Have y'all been over there bullying Sylvia? I'm sorry, Ilvia? Have y'all been over there bullying Infamou Ilvia? We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Hi, LA. Hi. Laker girl, hi. Hey, Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. Hello, hello. Hey, Minding Business. Hey, Miss Niecy, Aunt Natty, Del Soul, It's the Rocks, Leo Lady 251, Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Hello. Hey, Miss Ree. Yeah, Miss HLS. I already talked to you, girl, but you with me, right? You with me. We ain't eating no damn supper. We had dinner. Okay. We had dinner. Hey, Justin's mom. You know what else they never had in them white sitcoms, y'all? Did they ever have leftovers? Like never. Like they sit down for supper and then they just eat up all the food and then there's none for tomorrow. Like now I believe that that's the case probably for the bigger families. I get that. But in our household, every dinner was for 2 days. With the exception of maybe 1 or 2 things, Like if we had fried chicken, that wasn't for 2 days necessarily. There were times when it rolled over, but for the most part, if we had like some pork chops or some chicken, and it wasn't baked, but it was fried. Let's say it's baked. The baked chicken would last 2 days, but the fried chicken's only going to last 1. Some fried pork chops, that's going to last 1 day. It's always planned for that way too, because ain't nothing like a freshly crisp wing or a freshly crisp fried pork chop. Pork chop. Okay, we ate pork at my mom and daddy's house, and I still do. You can judge if you wanna. Okay, judge your mama. All right, don't judge my pork chops because they're good. Anyway. But we never had like a meal that was, for the most part, it wasn't normal that we would just cook today and eat it all up. It was always in the forefront of our minds that you cook it today, sometimes it's better tomorrow. Okay. And then of course, sometimes you cook it today, it's better today, but it's still good tomorrow. Bottom line is you're going to eat it tomorrow. So you better like it. Okay. That's how it worked in my house. But on the TV shows, they never had leftovers. Yeah. Growing up, we ate out at least 2 days a week. At least 2 days a week. And of course, when we ate out, those meals were just for the moment. But the rest of the meals, for the most part, if at all possible, there were leftovers. Pot of spaghetti, chili, beans, Sunday dinner. It's going definitely for Sunday, Monday. It's that kind of thing. Anyway, I just thought about that. Hey, Justice Mom. Hey, baptize that ass. Hey, Cynthia Carter, a sister from New Jersey. Hey, Sherry with a Y. Miss Reed, Salty Buzzard. I already said hi to y'all. MMBD Finest, TCDC. Let's see, who else is in here? Juju D is here. D Shell is here. Did I say hi to you, baby? Harriet Timmons, hi. Shark Tank Life, hello, 8 months. All right, y'all. Hey, CJ. Hey, tell that part. I'm sorry, tell me that part. Oh, man, Johnson's had a farm. Yeah. Hey, Miss ICU too. Hey, husband. All right, y'all. So let's get into some stuff. So I was over there minding my business and a little bit of Sylvia's too. Okay. And she was live. And I happened to pop in as she was talking, right? She was talking. And she was probably a little more than halfway through the live, because I want to say the live itself, let me check. The live itself is damn near 3 hours. Okay, it's 3 hours long. So I know for a fact she had to have been on at least an hour and a half, maybe, I'd say around an hour and a half when I caught it. And she's over there talking about the title of her live says, hopefully the lying rumor mill will stop about Woody and Dallas. But I didn't really get to that part where she was talking about them. One thing I heard her say about Woody and Dallas was that it was a rumor and that he has a girlfriend, and maybe that girlfriend is, I don't know if I got that from her or not, but that he has a girlfriend. She knows the girlfriend, and this other stuff was a lie. Okay, there's that. So that's the only part that I heard. If she went further into detail about Woody and Dallas, I don't know any more about it. Okay. And we might run into it here today because we are going to do a reaction. We're definitely not reacting to the whole 3 hours. I'm going to start it around the 1 hour and 15-minute mark, and maybe do an hour's worth. I'm thinking that's all that's really needed. Again, I'm never shy about coming back for a second part if we don't get it all done today. But at the end of the day, she started with that. Then she went into talking about how again, without saying his name, she's talking about Dennis. She's talking about Dana J. And she's talking about bloggers. And I want y'all to help me figure out who these bloggers are, because I know one was very obvious. She all but said her name. I don't even know. I think she said something that sort of, well, it did sound like me. I think she's probably talking about Wisdom's daughter in there. She's definitely talking about the subscribers. But for the most part, she does make mention and basically suggest that we're bullying her, that we're not believing the right stuff. It's a mess. So we're going to listen to it because she says y'all bullying her, honey. That's basically the gist of the whole lot. She says y'all are bullying her. And I want y'all to stop it, okay? I want y'all to just stop all this bullying, okay? Now, we're going to talk about it. Hey, Shell Loves. We're going to talk about it, baby, all right? But before we do that, let me just get over here. Only Me 23 has gifted a membership. Thank you, Only Me 23, for always blessing this channel, baby. I love you. Whoever got that membership, let me see if I can get it. I think I can. Is it Alay? Alay got the membership from Only Me 23. Alay, I hope you thanked her in the chat. I'm sure you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Only Me 23. I appreciate you. Hey, Cynthia Carter. She has been a member for 10 months. Hello, everybody at work, V. Okay, girl. Well, get your job done. Do your black job, honey. I'm going to sit over here, and we're going to listen, and we're going to chat, all right? That's what we're doing over here. Thank you. And Shelly C has been a member for 13 months. V Stylers. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you for being here. All right, y'all. So we got some of the housekeeping out of the way here. I hope y'all hit the like button. Like, I mean, we're just not going to do this today, okay? We are just not going to do it today. We currently have 77 likes and 145 people in this chat. If y'all don't give me 40 more likes, if y'all don't give me 40 more likes, I'm coming out there to whoop somebody's arse. Okay? Because I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good. Don't make me come out there and whoop nobody's arse. All right? Okay, now. Let's see here. Let's get on with it already, okay? Because Sylvia's over there, honey. I felt like, oh my God, because I was talking out loud to myself. Well, actually, I was talking to her, but she couldn't hear me because I'm over here and she was over there. So, but I was saying things. And then I said, girl, why don't you just react to it? And I said, girl, you're right. You know what I mean? So that's when I said, girl, set up a live. And I was like, girl, okay, I will. And I did it. So let's get into, is it too early to drink? Why, you need one? You might. I don't know. You need one? You need one. Miss HLS said, is it too early to drink? Girl, you might want one after this. Okay. Uh-oh. Am I breaking up? I see Miss Buckeye 99 asking. Am I breaking up, y'all? I hope not. Am I breaking up? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay. No, I'm not breaking up. Okay. Okay. Thanks, ladies. Okay, so let me share my screen. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. The doggy is hearing somebody outside. He doesn't like it. Okay. Anyway. All right, let me share my screen. Oh, yes. She is in her fifties, honey. And it's so funny. These people be out here just telling on themselves. Like they don't understand how they just come out here proving their own lies to be lies. You know, when you say you don't listen to nobody, you don't watch anybody, how do you know the details? How do you know these things? How do you know what they're saying about you? How do you know what's being said in the videos? Why? Why do you know any of this? And then get out of here with this high. It's the reverse psychology that she. When I say they, I mean she and Sonia in particular. It's the reverse psychology that they think they are pulling on us, which is so ridiculous. But anywho, let's. I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm gonna leave the chat up here over to the side. So we can see what her chat might be saying. And all right, here it goes. Get ready, y'all. Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. Just because, not because she's going to say anything crazy or nothing like that. Brace yourself because usually I have to really focus if I'm going to sit through one of her lives. Okay. And even again, here, even though I heard a good amount of it or a good amount of stuff I wanted to respond to, honey, I still didn't listen to no damn 3 hours. The hell, who can do this? So you guys, we're in this together and I'm going to speed it up. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to speed it up. Y'all, these pop-ups on my damn computer are so fucking annoying. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. And I thought I'm blocking them and they're not blocking. Ugh, it's just a whole nother thing. So hold on. Give me 1 second while I pop out of this. All right. Just want to make sure. Okay. All right. So let's listen. Brace yourself because it may not be the most entertaining, but at least she's going to say some shit that I got a lot to say in response to. Okay. Let's go.
I do not remember your name. You have to write things down to remember. I'll be hitting 6-0 soon. Now my mother.
Let me say this real quick. She answered our question the other day. We were trying to figure out how old she was, and when she was talking about, I'm not a senior citizen yet. Well, you know, I don't know. Even if you are, who cares? I'm 55. You know, a lot of retirement homes and stuff start at 55 now, you know, whatever. But she is about to be 60. Someone in the chat, I thought she was around 58. A couple people hit me up after the fact or was in the comments, and they said, I think she's 58. So that's what she probably means. But yeah, just so we're clear, she is closer to being a senior citizen than anything else. And there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's a blessing, ma'am. The alternative is much different. It's called death. Now, you either want to live or you want to die. All right. So if you're growing old, you're being blessed. But that's, you know, I won't get into that. Anyway, let's listen. I'm going to speed it up.
She remember names.
No, child. Okay, here we go.
My sister's the same way. She can't remember stuff either. She can't remember name. I'll be like, Monette, did you do that? And she like, no.
Come on, let's get into it now. Here she go with this dead ass hair. Girl.
I see a lot of people
Say
coming in here and hitting. Are you guys hitting the like button? Are you sharing? Are you putting your notification on?
Hold on, let me go. Maybe a minute or so.
17 people missing. 17 people missing. After the
well, hold on, let me go. It's around the 20-minute mark, 120.
That they really don't believe it since the main news, national news, is not reporting on it, right? And sometimes national news don't report on things that they cannot validate, so they'll just leave it alone. And since the police department hasn't actually linked it to that, indeed, it actually happened, other than what the family members is telling them, they do have to investigate and find out if they have some like DNA and stuff like that. You got to do all that, right? So, I'm saying all this to say that everything that we see and hear on the internet is not true unless you can go and validate it by going to the source or by investigating it yourself to find out if it is in fact true. So everything that you hear on the internet should be taken with a grain of salt until you can get from the source itself the answers. Okay. Saying all that is to say that with all the stuff that has been said about me, I think you should go and find out, go check the records, Fulton County, see if there's any kind of thing about me doing some essay, because it has to be a report out there saying I essayed somebody if I did it, right? You'll see that my license, you'll see, if you go into, that Odyssey, I forgot the website that they use for the state there. If you go and check in the state records, if you look at Sylvia Parks and ask the person who works for DFACS, check to see my foster care record. They'll have that, and they would have whether or not I've done something to the kids. They'll have.
Okay, so she says, let me say this. She just said, if you wanted to know whether or not she had essayed someone, because that would mean, I think she gets into this a little bit from now, but she talks about how she would have to register as an offender, right? And she just now said, you could just go, you can look up, Sylvia Parks, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know if it was later in this live or right before this or what have you. She mentions the fact that her maiden name is not Parks. Parks is her former husband's last name. Not this last husband, but another husband. I don't know how many times Sylvia been married. Maybe she's only been married twice. But at the end of the day, she said that is her married name, her first marriage. Her maiden name, she comes out here and she says it. Look, I'm not out here to dox nobody. So just be clear. In this, she says her name is something else, like Pierre Louis. I think it's Sylvia Pierre Louis, something like that. And so I don't know. So I'm just saying, Sylvia, would it be under maiden names as well as married names? Like, I don't know how that works. I don't know. And I don't know that you can just go look up people's foster care records. I'm not saying you can't, but I don't know if you can. So there's that. Anywho, I don't know. I just think that sometimes these people think they are trying to, they play with words and stuff. And because she lies, it's hard for me to believe anything. It makes me second guess everything. Just as the things that Sonia says, we second guess because Sonia lies. We've caught her in several. We've caught Sylvia in several. So I don't know what to believe. But anyway, let's listen.
They'll have that. So that's why I'm telling you guys, you can't believe these people, okay? Just like the whole, the charges I have, okay? When I went to jail, there was 2 charges, right? 2 charges. One was for stalking, and the other one was for criminal trespassing. That was 2 charges, right? By the time April rolled around, I was arrested in February 14th to be exact. Mm-hmm. By the time April rolled around, I had 7 charges. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and debunk something else for you. Somebody was on their live, their channel, and they stated that I had to have known about a warrant being put out on me. Do you know most people who has not done anything would have not known there's a warrant out on you? Now, the only time you would know there's a warrant out on you is if you had to go to court, right? And you did not show up to court, you will know that there is a warrant out because you didn't show up for court. Because on the ticket or whatever it says, if you do not show up for court, a warrant will be placed for your arrest if you don't show up. So that is the only time you really would know if a warrant is out on you. Just like when they raided Jeffrey's house and other people's situation, they don't know a warrant is out on them. They don't know because you know what? It's done secretly. It's done. The police officer gets a report from somebody and they go, unless you have something that you had a fight about and then you didn't show up at court, that's the only way you'll know that there is a warrant. So the person that said that I knew there was a warrant, no, I did not know. Now, the people who put the warrant, who made the report to police officer would know about.
Sylvia, you're coming with this argument that you did not know you had a warrant, that there was no way you could have known you had a warrant. I will give you this benefit of the doubt. Before those officers came to your door that Sunday, you may not have known about the warrant prior to that day. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I can't say you knew or you didn't know. But the day they came to your door and you're hiding or you're running over here or what have you, that day you knew you had a warrant. You knew it on that day. No one over here ever said that you knew you had a warrant all along. But we were clear that you were at least aware of it when they showed up at your door. You did not get arrested actually for a couple of days after that when you were in the courtroom. So at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, ma'am, you did know you had a warrant that Tuesday when you were in the courthouse. So the fact that you are coming in contact with other officers, the fact that you know another blogger, the fact that another blogger was the one putting the arrest warrant out on you or filing a case against you, that means that blogger knows how you move as a blogger. So it'd be different if maybe, this is what I mean. Let's say, for instance, it's not another blogger. It's some lady that Sylvia met on the street, okay? They don't know anything about her profession. They don't know much about her. She did something to them, so they filed charges, and a warrant for Sylvia's arrest is out. Right? Sylvia, if she knows or doesn't know, it doesn't really matter at this point, but she's just doing her job as a blogger. So she's still going to court every day. But the lady that filed charges against her doesn't know what Sylvia does for a living. The officers don't know where Sylvia works because she works for herself. She's a blogger, so she can do that from anywhere. She could be on location somewhere. She could be at a home. She could be somewhere else filming content. They don't know where she is. But the mere fact that another blogger is the one pressing charges against you, who is keeping track of what you do, and you are being you are filming on a daily basis from said location. Do you not think that the person who is putting the arrest warrant out on you is not going to be helpful to the police in finding you? I'm just asking. Ain't no way in hell I would have been in that courthouse. If I needed to continue to cover the story, ma'am, you could have covered it the same way law crime covered it, the same way the lead attorney covered it, the same way his assistant, I can't think of her name, Jesus, A7 something. Anyway, his co-host, they were all covering it, but they were covering it from the comforts of their homes. I mean, law and crime, they had a camera in there, but people on that channel were talking about it from their homes. Law and the lead attorney used Law and Crime to do their reactions. The bottom line is, why would you go in? Oh, that's right. AV to the 7th power, right? Yes, AV to the 7th power. I could not think of her name. Oh, wait a minute. I can't highlight the comment. Sheesh. Child. Hold on, y'all. This damn StreamYard. Yes, AV to the 7th power. Thank you, Delso. All of them did it from the comforts of their homes, and they had thousands in the chat. So this idea that you had to be there, that was a dumb move. You could have covered it from somebody else's home. You could have driven to the library and covered it from one of the little, I know in our libraries here, they had the little study rooms. You know, it's just like big enough for 2 people. You could have gone in a room like that. You don't even have to be on camera. But you wanted to defy the odds, I guess. And you went in to a place that you know other bloggers are in that room. You know that the other blogger filing charges against you knows that you are in that room. And yet and still you take no responsibility for showing up in that space, knowing you had a warrant, because you knew by that day you had a warrant because they had just knocked on your door a couple days prior. Ooh. See, this is why I had to come out here. I'm like, girl, stop playing on these people's tops.
They would know. So check the information that the people are putting out, saying I knew there was a warrant. Individuals went on their live and told people that there was going to be a warrant placed on me, that I'm going to get arrested. That's why they went on live back in January 24th.
Now, what setup? What is a setup? A setup is to frame someone, put someone in a precarious situation. That's a setup. What happened with you and Dennis is not a setup, ma'am. And I'm not out here caping for Dennis. Please don't think that is not what this is. We're just going to call a thing a thing. You are so mad at Dennis when you need to be addressing Dana J. And let's be clear about this. Dennis can't go file charges on you because you put a tracker on somebody else's car. He can't go in there and have charges pressed against you. It doesn't work like that. And if I were Dana J, again, this is just a hypothetical. If it were me, Sylvia, and I found out that you had allegedly put a tracker on my vehicle, do you think, and the way I found out about it was while I was on somebody else's blog and they're interviewing me and they tell me that on live, another blogger per se, do you think I'm not going to tell the police that? Do you think I'm not going to let them know to contact this other blogger because the blogger found this information out some way and the blogger must have been correct because I found a tracker on my vehicle. So I'm going to use this blogger as a witness because they need to testify as to how they came to know that information. So you sound crazy again, Sylvia. And then you call this bullying? No, this is a reaction to your own words. What you are saying out of your mouth doesn't make sense. What you are saying out of your mouth contradicts what actually happened in that instance. Allegedly, you put a tracker on Dana's car. Dana, in turn, finds this out by Dennis Byron. Dennis Byron learned about it because allegedly you told him this. So, of course, Dennis would be a possible witness to the case. This isn't like, it doesn't take brain surgery. You are in courtrooms every day, right? You're the trial blogger, right? Yes. That you should know this is how it works. Why wouldn't Dennis be a witness? To be quite honest with you, because we need to establish how Dennis knew that. How long before that did you tell Dennis? Like, this is not something crazy, lady. If you didn't say it, and that tracker ain't got nothing to do with you, and it's all a lie, it's going to come out, right? But you keep coming out here saying some dumb shit, which makes us believe them more and less of you.
Okay. Hey, Eggie. Good morning. They were part of it. It's a game. It was for clicks and views. I showed you the other day when Dallas was mad and she put out some stuff. Just like Dallas said, oh, she got the money. She got the money. She got the money. Now, you guys know. In her mind.
Wait a minute. I want to stop right there. Right there. Remember when we were listening to the clip that she played of when Dallas, her daughter, came out here and cussed us out, child, about the fact that that police had come to their door to arrest her mom. And she was saying how Dennis and Dana are jealous of Sylvia and bullying her and blah, blah, this and that. And in the midst of that, she came out here and she said, we got money. Oh, I got money. We can pay. I hope y'all can pay because we can pay. We got money. We got money. We got money. Right? Okay. And the first thing we said was, child, she ain't got no money. And if you had money, why didn't you get your mama out sooner? Or why didn't you get an attorney for her? Because part of the problem was she didn't have an attorney. So why didn't you do all that? I'm just saying, make it make sense. So we all question whether or not she had any money. But did you hear what she just said? And I'm going to go back a few seconds. I stopped it in that moment for a reason. Let's go back a couple seconds. Listen.
That I'm going to get arrested. That's why they went on live back in January 24, because they were part of the whole setup. Okay. Hey, Eggie. Good morning. They were part of it. It's a game. It was for clicks and views. I showed you the other day when Dallas was mad and she put out some stuff. Mm-hmm. Just like Dallas said, oh, she got the money. She got the money. She got the money. Now, you guys know. In her mind.
In her mind. In her mind. You know what that's a setup for? You know what that's saying in my mind? You know what that's a setup for? Huh? Yes, Texas Toy. In my mind. Okay. Yes, shout out to Nyla. In my mind. Okay. In her mind, Sylvia says. In Dallas's mind, she had money. Because you know why? That's a setup. That's a setup for a lie. That's a setup for a lie. So what I'm hearing you say and justify is your child lying. Which is why I said I don't blame her, I blame you. You encouraged her to go out there. You damn sure didn't stop her from going out there. You damn sure didn't do that. And let's be very clear. I know why you didn't, how I know you didn't stop her, because she came live on your damn channel, lady. She didn't go live from her phone. She didn't go live from her personal account to talk about her mama. She went live from your account. She had to know how to get in there. Why would she need to know your login to get into YouTube? I just don't know why she would need that. But she did need that if she went live on your channel. So you encouraged it. You did not try to stop her. You did not come out here and correct anything she said. In fact, what you did a few days ago was you replayed it. Again, you were proud of that shit. The fact that you allowed you pulled your daughter into some shit that really ain't got nothing to do with her. But because she's your child, of course she's going to feel away. Of course she's going to try to do things to protect her mother or defend her mother. But that's why you keep it separate, so she doesn't feel the pressure to do it. But one thing that's for sure is that you damn sure did not stop her from doing it. That's why I said I don't blame her. I blame you. I don't blame her. I blame you. But let's listen.
She was angry. And she exaggerated what she said. Yeah, she may have the money at the time when her savings and her 401k. That's what she was talking about. She got the money, that kind of stuff. Now,
so she has it. So let me just make sure it's not impossible. But how old is Dallas? About 25, I think she said. She's 25. And how much does she exactly have in her 401k? How long has Dallas been working a job? And what kind of job has Dallas been working where she's got some significant amount of money at the age of 25 that she can pull out on a dime like that? Bullshit. I ain't going for it. I ain't trying it. Now, look, one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure the chat was up is because if you look over here, her moderator, CMT 20135 or 3SS, I don't know who named themselves this. CMT 2013 SS. What kind of fucking name is that for YouTube or anywhere for that matter? This ain't the log into your bank, heifer. This ain't username. Girl, CMT 2013 SS. Who the fuck? What do you call this heifer? Anyway, she said, why didn't they tell Dallas about a warrant when they swatted your house? They was trying to get you and Dallas hurt. Again, I was not there. Okay. But what I will say, because I wasn't there, I have to say this is all allegedly. Okay. This is what's been alleged. All right. What's been alleged, ma'am, is that they came to your house not because someone swatted you. They came to your house because they needed to arrest you because you had an arrest warrant out on you. So when they showed up at the house and you weren't there, you did not get arrested. Okay. Now, Dallas may not have completely understood what was going on. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it went right over her head and she just associated that this was some false, reporting, blah, blah, this and that. Maybe she was under that impression and you didn't clear it up for her. Okay. She could have been under that impression, but the bottom line is you did know that they came to arrest you, which is why you went live a couple of hours later, or let's just say shortly thereafter, because it may not have even been 2 hours. You went live saying that you were at your mother's house, right? So we're going to get into it, but this is what I'm saying. They think that they are playing Jedi mind tricks on us. Okay? They are over there trying to cover their tracks, trying to rewrite history, trying to come up with justifications. It's all bullshit. We're going to point out the truths in the matter. You don't get to rewrite it. And look, let's be clear. Your people, they hear this. These people that you say, see, I heard you the other day when you told your people, if y'all send me stuff that they say about me, y'all don't like me. Y'all be in this chat and y'all say y'all support me, but if you sending me stuff that they're saying about me that's mean and nasty, then y'all don't like me. Okay? She also said that if you over there watching them and you're giving them a click and a view, you don't like me. You don't like me. So you're trying to manipulate them there. That's a Jedi mind trick. You're not doing a very good job of it because they're still not coming to see you and they're still going elsewhere to hear you through somebody else. They don't like you, Sylvia. They don't. At least 39,980 of your subscribers don't really care for you. And I'm just saying that because we don't never see them. How does someone with 41,000 subscribers have trouble putting 100 in the chat? Just 100. And it never be the same 100. And most of them don't want to drop down. Girl. So anyway, let's listen, child.
Well, do I advise her to take her money out of her 401k to
Oh, what you do, stop out here lying. Now you lying on top of Dallas's lie. You know damn well she ain't had that kind of money. She was out here talking. She was out here trying to punk and bully us. See, this is what I'm saying. You're out here doing some bullying, but you want to call everybody else who calls you out on your stuff as a bully. That's not nice. That's not right. That's not accurate. That is false. That is false. Okay? So when she came out here to bully us, to make people believe y'all had some money, y'all was going to threaten folks with lawsuits and it meant something, blah, blah, this and that. You liked it. You knew that girl that had that kind of money. You knew that, but you let her come out here and say all that. Now, you've heard, once you played that shit the other day, I'm sure you heard some backlash about people talking about that, what kind of money they got. Because I was the first one to say, if they got that kind of money, if Dallas got that kind of money, how come she didn't get you an attorney? How come you don't have a good one now? A paid attorney? Because y'all got the money, right? Y'all gonna fight, right? So none of that makes sense. So you knew that. You heard people probably responding to that with her saying it. I know I said it. And now you feel the need to come out here and justify it with what? Another lie. You just doubling down on the lie. And so because you think I can't prove it, that doesn't make your lie a lie. And even though I can't prove it, I can still know it and feel it. It's a lie. Girl, bye. Okay? That's how I feel about that.
Audra, do you know where my mama live? Do y'all know where my mama live?
Huh?
Do y'all know where my mama live?
Now, I heard that your mama lived in New York. I heard that is what y'all tried to tell the police, which is why they did not arrest you. They thought you were out of town for the weekend and all of that stuff. Allegedly, you ran out the back door. I can't prove that, but that is what Dana J put in the chat the other day. Or either he put it in the chat or he said it on my live, that when they came to your front door, you went out the back door. Okay, you hid. You did not. Yeah. So next thing we knew, shortly thereafter, you went live from a different location, allegedly, and you stated that you were at your mama's. Okay. You stated either Dallas stated it or you stated it that you were at your mama's house. So that's what the person in the chat, Audra M. Audra M is in our chat. Hold on. Hey, Audra M. That is what Audra M is talking about. Right after that live with Dallas, you went live and you said that you were at your mama's house, Ilvia. Girl. So y'all hit the like button, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's listen, child.
Did anybody do research and know where my mama live? Do y'all know where my mama live? Since you said that's a lie, I was not in New York in your mama's house. Okay. Do you know where my mama live?
Where she live?
Oh, did I say I was in New York? Did I say I was in New York? I said I was at my mom's house, right?
Okay, so you're admitting it. You did say that you were at your mama's house. Okay.
So do y'all know where my mama live? Since y'all know so much, where do my mama live? How many houses my mama have? How many houses should she have?
So now it's semantics. Now, I was at my mama's house, but not necessarily the house she lives in, not necessarily a house in New York. My mama has several houses. You don't know which one of my mama has, which one of her houses I was at. Or are you still playing a game like, y'all think y'all know? How y'all know? You don't even know how many houses she has. Blah, 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 blah. I know with all your mama's houses and all of the money in Dallas's 401k, your ass is still out here and it doesn't look like you have a paid attorney. Now that's what I do know. That's what I see. Yes, Bella, she sounds clown. Okay? She sound clown. Because we ain't crazy. She crazy. She think we gonna believe that bullshit. But no, ma'am. What you say, Texas Toy? Texas Toy said, Sylvia goes live when she drives to Fulton County. Yeah, so if she had gone to New York, we would have damn seen that too. If she had gone to New York by plane, we'd have seen her live in the airport. If she had driven to New York, we'd have seen her drive there. So you're right. If she won't even avoid going live to Fulton County and from Fulton County every day, what makes y'all believe that she wouldn't have gone live had she gone to New York? Sylvia, you got the wrong ones, baby. Okay? Actually, you got the right ones, baby. Remember Pepsi? You got the right ones, baby, today.
How many houses? And Audra, I don't even know why you're behind's in here, because you're a cray-cray. You're a crazy lunatic. You were a jailbird. You was in jail. You lied. You were stalking somebody.
Wait a minute, damn it. Now you over here calling somebody else a criminal and you done been to jail twice in the last couple of years. Behind the same kind of bullshit with the same kind of people. All right? So when I say the same shit. You going to court on one place, you in court the next, you got arrested at both places. One blogger accuses you of knocking her upside her head, and another blogger accuses you of putting a tracker on the damn car. And you got the audacity to be turning around calling somebody a damn criminal and talking about stalker? Ma'am, you have charges. Multiple charges, stalking charges right now, ma'am. Are you for real? Like, what are you doing right now? Child, I don't even go in on you about no shit like that. Why? Because I know you can end up there. I know it's possible. Hello? So the flex on that is not that it happened, but don't be talking about stalking when counts 2 and 3 of your case are stalking charges. Are you serious right now? Are we serious right now? Child, she sound clown.
Now, you're the stalker because it's documented that you're a stalker. When they pull your paperwork, you're the stalker. You were convicted of that. You were
okay. So we can straight up and down call you that if and when you are convicted too, correct? Right? Because here's the thing. I don't know if Audra M is a stalker or not, but you said it yourself. If she went to prison or she went somewhere and she was convicted, I guess she paid her debt to society. So she did what she needed to do. Ma'am, I suggest you not be calling nobody a stalker while you got stalker charges. That's just my suggestion. And I don't be in the courtroom every day, but I would think that would make sense. Like, just keep that out your mouth right now. Right now. Come on out here, clear your name and whatnot. Wait a minute. Wait, do we have tea in the chat? Hello. Hey, Audra M. She had Randa, Angie, Debunking, etc. pull up my info, all because I asked her why would she need to contact Demetrius Smith in 2018, well before surviving R. Kelly. Shaking my head. She tries to create a lynch mob. Yeah. That's what it appears. That's why she did not have a problem with that man saying all the shit that he was saying on her channel. even though she claims that's not what she does. She claims that even on the Slide channel, she is going to be professional and open, but she wants to be professional with respect. And that man walked up there talking all kinds of nasty shit about Dennis and sucking farts out of people's asses and ass this and grounding and pounding him. And he threatened him, lightweight threatened the man, talking about bad news might beat your home, talking about me. That's what he said now. And you, with charges pending, you, with this man being named as a possible accomplice of yours, you let him sit on your channel and say and spew those types of remarks on your channel, knowing you got pending cases. You sound clown, and you act clown too. Girl, what is wrong with you? Something ain't right with you. This don't make no damn sense. This is elementary, my dear. But let's listen.
Was charged, you was convicted, and you went to jail. You went to prison. You're the stalker. You went to
now. Are you a criminal? Are you a criminal? And she paid her debt to society. If that is true, she paid her debt. What's going to happen when and if they convict you? And she talks a little bit about the SA charges. Again, like I mentioned before, hopefully we will hear some of that, because even that she's backing out of on some level. She's just Miss Innocent. She is Miss Innocent. She ain't doing nothing out here to nobody, and everybody's picking on her. Okay, now that's what I'm hearing out here. What you say, Audra M? Hold on. Audra M said, that's why she keeps talking about Dennis Byron, Dana J, and now all of us. Anyone that questions her and her cronies gets stalked, harassed, doxxed, etc. Shake my head. Woody won't fall for it. Okay. I hope Woody don't fall for the bullshit, because I honestly think that there's some of the things that Woody has either admitted to or been accused of. I think that draws her in too. She likes that, and I think she seeks protection. And I have said that from the beginning. She likes other people to take up for her. She is such a victim. She is a victim out here. And I'm not impressed with it, Sylvia. But okay, let me stop, child. We ain't getting through this because she's saying too much clown shit for me already.
Stalking R. Kelly. What the hell do I need to stalk R. Kelly for? Why do I need to stalk R. Kelly? Y'all the ones that are stalk R. Kelly fanatics. Y'all don't want R. Kelly fanatics.
Ma'am, how many of those R. Kelly fanatics took their daughters to meet him? I'll wait. Those fanatics, as you say, how many of them went out of their way to meet him, get to his home or where you thought he might be, and then turned around and brought their daughter with them to do it? A young, impressionable young lady. The type that he might be attracted to, the age range that we know he gets attracted to. You decided, you're not the fanatic now. You're not the fanatic, but you took your daughter. They didn't. It's the hypocrisy for me.
It's mad because I don't cover R. Kelly anymore. Because there's nothing to cover.
Sylvia, from what I understand, one of the reasons why you don't cover it, and this is allegedly because I wasn't there and I don't know the real deal, but allegedly they say that that you don't cover that anymore because you raised some money that they never saw. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but they say you raised some money, like some sort of, is it a defense fund or something for Robert Kelly? I don't know what it was, but you were raising money and they never saw the money. They accused you of keeping the money, and that's when you walked away. So I don't think that they're mad that you're not covering that crazy pervert, even though they may be. Okay, maybe they may be still supporting the crazy pervert, right? But I don't think they're mad that you're not supporting the crazy pervert, because in their minds, allegedly, you stole money that belonged to Robert Kelly. Okay, all right.
This one here, this one woman right here, she's crazy, y'all. She went to prison in Florida. There's a record out on her. She looked crazy on her convicted self. And y'all sit around here believe this crazy woman. She goes from platform to platform to talk about me. This lady's a lunatic. She's a lunatic. Go look her up, y'all. Go look her up. She is a lunatic.
So now you are doxing her, and then you're telling other people to dox her. You are telling her on your massive platform, that is the platform where you have 41,000 subscribers. You know, it's funny how you can throw away or, throw around your influence or what have you. Okay. But if somebody else utilizes their connections and their influence, it's a problem. But you sound like you are stalking her. You say she stalks you? No, you're the public figure, and where you get discussed, she might show up. Hell, we all might be there if you're discussed, because we don't come to your channel to see what the hell's going on. Well, I do, but this is for research purposes, okay? I do this because you are now my content. Why? Because you elected to be content. Like, that doesn't make sense. Sylvia, you do shows with these people. You come out here and talk about these people, and things are happening around you online. If this shit was happening in your personal life, we probably wouldn't even know about it. That's the first thing. We wouldn't know about it unless you come out here and told us, right? But this stuff involves YouTube. So that's why we're here, we're listening, and we're talking about it. It is content because it happened with other YouTubers, and it happened while on YouTube. Now, when you start reaching to discuss shit that didn't happen on YouTube, then that's when you sound really nasty and bullying and stalkerish. And if you are encouraging your people to do it, or you are giving them a platform to do it, it is a problem. It is wrong. Oh God.
Brenda did a live on her, and with her mugshots and all that. She was convicted. She's a convicted felon.
And why did Randa do that? Because she was supporting you, right? She was supporting you, so Randa did it. And I'm sure you knew Randa was going to do it. For all we know, you could have provided her with some information. It doesn't even matter. The point is, you're still ultimately responsible for it. But Audra M is not the content. You are. She's not the content. You are the content, man. So why are you taking a subscriber and making them content just because they asked you a question that you're uncomfortable answering because somehow, some way it reveals something negative about you? That's not bullying, and it's not harassing.
Now that's the truth. She's a convicted felon.
Keep it up.
That woman right there, Audra M, is a convicted felon.
Keep it up.
Now I'm about to block her, but I just wanted to bring her up. She's convicted of.
Make that up. How is she making that up? How is she making that up, girl?
He ain't giving me no money.
He ain't giving you no money. Was that look, what was the reason for being around him and riding up his behind for the years that you did do it? Was he paying you then? No, in fact, it was costing you. It cost you the privacy of your own body. You out here whoring your body off showing and exposing your naked parts to a man for the purpose of getting a story. And we wouldn't even know that if you didn't tell us. It's like, girl, you come out and tell us something, you mad we talking about it? No. You told us. So we talking.
Now y'all take her out of here. Block her, please. Somebody block her. Now she needs to be blocked. She should have never been unblocked. Block her. Kazan. That one I'm blocking. Kazan. That one deserved to get blocked because she's a lunatic. She's a lunatic. She didn't take her medicine. She needs to take her medicine. Yeah, that's the one who'll be writing a whole book on your on comments. She's crazy. She's a lunatic. I had to block her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at it. Look at this mess, y'all. Look at the cray cray. Look at cray cray. Look at cray cray. Federal.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Government informant. What the hell?
So Audra said, I have questions. Why won't she answer my questions? You are a federal government informant. Hey, Dana J. Dana J is in the chat. He's saying here, let's not leave out that he is on the witness list for the feds. Are we talking about Demetrius Smith is on the list for the feds? So is that like, I don't know, is that like tampering with a witness? I mean, I don't know. I don't know why she's contacting him, talking nasty to him, you know, doing her voice actress work. Okay. We should have known something was wrong when she said actress instead of actress. Okay. We should have known that there was a problem there. So it's child, Miss HLS, I would agree. Sylvia ain't no informant, y'all. I don't believe she's an informant either. But I don't know why she would be over there showing her body parts. Okay. So Dana J said that Demetrius is a federal witness on the R. Kelly case. And official Dana J said yes, and that's witness tampering. I wonder, is it witness tampering, though, if she's not a part of the case? Like, is she tampering with Demetrius Smith on behalf of R. Kelly? Then that would be tampering. But I don't know. Bottom line is this, girl. People have questions about your motives behind different actions. The fact that you were showing your body off just to get close to somebody so that you could, it's sad. So if you'll do that, if you'll go that far, I don't put anything past you, ma'am. I just don't. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Okay?
Because I know you're still in here. Do you see this cray cray? Look at this cray cray. Federal government informant. Good morning, Wardell.
Here's one thing. So Audra M, but let me say this. Audra M has some opinions. She said, see, the Kel sector was not watching her Ernesto and YSL shows, but I was, and I picked up on what she was doing. She is trying to get Ernesto and Woody to incriminate themselves for starters. But here's the thing. Ernesto and Woody don't have federal cases. They don't have federal cases. They had, well, I don't know. I'll put it this way. Nesto doesn't have federal cases. He has state cases. I don't know much about Woody's stuff. My thought was whatever he had going on was mainly in Fulton County or in Georgia, but it could be federally based, you know, if he was moving around. I don't know. But I don't think, my thought is she's not an informant because she's not, I don't know. I don't believe that she has the ability to even be effective in that way, because she lies too much and she can't cover her lies. Why would you use, she's not a great person to have on the stand, because she's wishy-washy. She admits something today and not tomorrow. She'll lie today and say it didn't happen, then the next day she will. Oh no. Wait, what'd you say? Hold on. Shay B, according to Archer M, VLenore is a federal foreman as well. Is that a joke? Is that a joke? Please tell me that's a joke. I need to know if that's a joke, okay? If it's a joke, I get what it's fine, whatever. If that happened, can you tell me that? I'm gonna need to understand. Did that happen? I'm just wondering. Did that happen? Because I'm gonna need to know that. Did she say that? I know that's a joke, right? Sure, bye. And I ain't had no federal case either. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, child, bye. Okay, let's listen, child.
Good morning. That woman, this one here is a lunatic, y'all. You know who looked like? Do you remember the orange, the new black, that lady that's in that movie? I mean, that show in the jail. That's who she looked like, y'all. She looked like that lady. Orange is the new black. You know that lady. What's her name? Who has her hair like in boxes? Do you know that one? That's the black lady. Yes, Miss Richard, the black lady. She looks just like her. They read her conviction, Audra's conviction. They read it a couple of years ago. Yeah, she looked crazy eyes. Yes, y'all. Absolutely. She has a charge. Travelers, she do. She looks just like Crazy Eyes. I wish somebody would have. I wish they had her thing up. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it. I'll do a live and show you who Audra is.
Wow.
They wouldn't pull her record.
Wow.
Look just like her.
And so you're going to dox her? So they pulled her record and you're going to come out here and you're going to dox her. Is that correct? You're going to put out some information that she didn't put out. You're going to do that, and you have pending cases. You have harassment cases right now. That's what you got right now. And you think it's a good idea for you or anyone on your team or around you to come out here and do what? Harass this subscriber. You're going to dox this subscriber. It's just ridiculous. Now you have 2 stalking charges and 2 harassing phone call charges and 2 conspiracies to commit crimes. Conspiracy. So if any of your people come out here fucking with her, we're going to think you conspired with them. If you come out here talking about her and shit, you look like you are out here harassing people. She is a subscriber. She is going to go from chat to chat. And if you are the subject matter, she has every right to contribute to the conversation. Girl. I just want you to know, if it were me, everybody would be on alert. These words you using right now, and if that was directed towards me, or I saw somebody coming at me, oh, trust me, Fulton County would know all about it. Clayton County, every county would know about it. Because you ain't going to be out here having people come after, me, and you got pending charges around similar shit. Oh, I would make your life a problem. I would, because ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. Now, you need to slow your damn roll. You out here threatening this lady. For what? Because she got an opinion. Hate this dead air.
They've been in my bushes since this morning. There were 10 people up in here. And then I told Ash, I said, well, 9 of them are still here. 8 of them were still in there. And Ashley was the only one that spoke at first. I've been on this live an hour and 33 minutes, a long time. At least we know about 40 of them in the bushes. Yeah, it's about 40 of them in the bushes.
Why? How many are in the chat? 50?
They came in here because of the title, y'all. They came.
But here's the thing. It's so funny when she says they only came in here to see the title. They only came in here for the mess. And you only put the messy ass title up because you wanted us to come. Like, girl, you wrote the title. We didn't. We didn't write the title. You wrote the title. You wrote the title to draw us in. Why? Because your own supporters who know you and love you for you don't come unless you put some mess in there talking about somebody else. Girl, stop it. Now, which is it? You want us over there or you don't? We messy for coming or you messy for writing the shit? Girl, who is you playing? This is the Jedi mind trick shit. That is so horrible. She's bad at it. She's bad at it, y'all.
But they'll still believe some of this mess. Because that's they
told us to make us not believe the mess. What have you said? What have you proven for us not to believe the mess?
Because I'm gonna do a special just for you, because so you will see what I'm talking about. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. That same lady.
Mm-hmm.
They did a whole thing of her. That lady's a criminal. She was in jail for a while. I don't even know why she out.
Sylvia, stop. Stop. You are not serving yourself well. Because, ma'am, you are still dealing with 7 charges right now. And any one of them might put you in jail. Any one of them could. I suggest you stay off of that subject. Talking about who went to jail, who needs to go, who needs to be there, because you might end up there. Okay? You need to be very careful, ma'am.
I hope she ain't stalking me. Hey, y'all, let me also make a statement, y'all.
You gonna say excuse?
Y'all, listen. I want you guys to put your thinking cap on. I want you guys to put your thinking cap on.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Put your thinking cap on. Picture this.
Okay.
I am what you call a trial vlogger, right? I got the name from Chicago Tribune. Chicago Tribune did a special on me, and I'm going to show you guys the paper and all that. I'm going to show you guys. They did a special on me. They gave me the title trial vlogger because I was covering the R. Kelly trial in New York, and I started doing reenactment with the transcript. So that's how I ended up with the trial vlogger title, right? And I started using the title. I was like, oh, that's a catchy title. I'm going to start using it, okay? As a I wouldn't even call myself a reporter. Well, yeah, you report news. So yeah, I will be a reporter, yeah. But I'm the type of person, I have like skills. I have like investigation skill because I used to work in the it wasn't the fraud department, but it was a department where we used to find where money the money in the company was going. It was in the finance department, but I
Wait a minute. You don't know what the job is called? Now, you did this important job, right? Is that what I heard? You did this very important job where you went to find where missing money is in the company. But you don't know the name of the shit you used to do. But you used to investigate. You were doing the job itself, but you don't know what it's called, ma'am. Okay, how long did you work there? Was you a temporary? Were you there for a couple weeks and you just know it all now? Or what? And what investigation have we ever seen you do? I'm just asking.
I was an analyst. I used to dig and analyze and figure out.
An auditor? Are you speaking of an auditor? Is that where you were? Did you not know the name auditor? You have 3 master's degrees. This is why I say 2 is enough. The third one must blow your fucking mind apart. Your mind just must be exploded, okay? Because the fact that you did the job of an auditor, but you don't know how that is called an auditor, that's what you're describing to me. Okay, that's what I'm hearing described. But you can't even tell us what the name of this shit is that you used to do. And you trying to describe it. You don't know the name. Girl, your brain exploded. Your brain exploded.
Where this is missing, or detail. I pay attention to details and stuff like that. So my skill and ability to analyze stuff and to investigate things is pretty strong. Pretty.
Really, it's very strong, y'all. It's pretty strong. Okay.
Good. So I took that skill that I had in my trial vlogging, meaning that I don't take things as face value. I go and ask questions, I investigate and things like that to try to figure out where the truth lies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is one of the reasons why I speak to the actual individuals who are in the cases, get some information. That's the best place to get information from, is the people that is involved, and not get second, third hand information, but the direct information for the people that are involved. So I'm pretty good at developing relationship. I'm very good in talking to people. I'm a people person. Very much so. I'm a people person.
Okay.
So and I'm a very, very, very approachable individual.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh my God, what is she talking about? I never said her name. Why she saying I'm not sure? Oh, I don't know why she's talking.
Hold on now. Let me get up here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Audrey M. Okay, I'm trying to go back. Let's see. Okay. Audrey M said, hey, Shay B, I have mentioned the Ernesto sector because they taint the jury pool and have not broken down the case. Who taints the jury pool? There was no probable cause or valid warrant, and they searched his fleet vehicles. What's that got to do with me, though? Did you say that you thought I was an informant? I need to understand that. Hold on. Because Shay B is doubling down here, because she is saying to Audrey M, did you or did you not say VLenore was an informant? Yes or no, period. We don't need all the extra words. Just answer the question. Yeah, we do need you to just answer that question. I couldn't have said it better myself. Audrey M, did you suggest that I was an informant, and based on what? And inform who about what? Let's start with the first question. Did you say it? I'll wait. Huh? I'll wait. Just waiting. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. La, 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 la. Oh, okay. Here we go. I have written in your chat, VLenore, when I began following the Ernesto case, you and Dennis Byron were going in. So you do move like an informant. How? We can break down his police report if you want. Okay, let me understand this. So because we're going in, I don't know what we were going in on, but we were probably going in on Ernesto, Erica, Sonia, and Sylvia for good reason. All right. You are suggesting that because we had strong opinions, fuck anybody else, me, because I have a strong opinion, that's moving like an informant. How can I be an informant and I don't even know these niggas? Who am I informing and of what, Audrey M? You sound crazy now. Now you do sound cuckoo, okay? Because that don't make no damn sense. I am moving like an informant for the Ernesto Williams case, for any motherfucking case, for even my own case. Ooh, how the fuck do I move like an informant because I got an opinion? So I guess we all informants. Huh? And what does breaking down the search warrant going to do about me sounding or not sounding like an informant, ma'am? Huh? You're gonna have to explain that one for me too, because I'm lost in the sauce, quite lost in the sauce. And maybe you don't know what an informant does. Maybe you're unaware of what that even means, because to me that's ridiculous. Okay, Audrey M says, you have to realize that I started following the R. Kelly case and found people like infamous Sylvia Sly. You all taint the jury pool. Vloggers are now the media. We don't taint the jury pool at all. Okay, we can't taint the jury pool because first and foremost, you're suggesting that everybody who listens out here is going to be a possible a member of the jury pool. Most of the people, first of all, there's only a few thousand people that are even following this subject matter. Secondly, we're all across the country. Some are in other parts of the world. Few of them are in Atlanta, and even less are in Fulton County. So there's no way for us to taint the jury pool. You sound that sounds crazy. Okay, that sounds idiotic. And if these folks are jurors or possible jurors, maybe they should be watching the news and not bloggers. Like, it is what it is. You sound crazy, girl. Now you sound clown. You do sound clown now. Vloggers are tainting the jury pool. Girl. Anywho, Audra, ma'am, you need to learn what an informant is and does. And you need to understand that even as a blogger, if I could taint the jury pool, that doesn't make me an informant. Do you understand what an informant does? And if you said my name out your mouth and said that I was an informant, ma'am, you were sadly mistaken and obviously uneducated. Because that's an ignorant statement, because you're ignorant of how an informant moves. I move like an informant. For Nesto's case, who am I informing, ma'am? Who? Girl, you sound... Child.
Did I say anything about AL?
I'm going to let you chill for now, but watch your fucking mouth when you're talking about me.
EXIS. Oh, did I say her name? Oh, she's ALEXA. Did I say her name? Did I say her name? Why is she talking? Did I make a mistake and say her name? Did I say her name? Dizzy Daisy, are you referring to, who are you referring to in that statement that you just made? It's the stalker. Who are you referring to? I just want to make sure I don't make a mistake. Who are you referring to? Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought you was talking to Alexa. I thought you was talking about her because she's the one just said something just now. She's listening to me. Alexa. I don't want to say her name. If I say her name, then she's going to say something. I thought you were talking about her. But anyway, as I was saying, the part of me, I rather get the information from the real source, the ones that are involved in cases and stuff like that. So I'm a very much of a people person, and I can easily talk to anybody because I'm very approachable. I don't have a mean mug face. I don't, I'm not hard and I'm not harsh. I might be hard on you guys in here, but as far as in real life, I'm not that way. I'm a very, very pleasant person. I smile a lot. I am very, very approachable. So when people meet me, and I'm very transparent, I'm blunt, I'm honest, I'm all of the adjective that where people would trust, right? So
oh God, you are all of the adjectives that would keep me from trusting you. You are all of the adjectives, the lying, the accusations, the people you get close to. You are every reason why I can't trust you. What is you talking
about? Every single case that I've worked on, I try to get to know the work of the people that are involved in that particular case, right? So I ask questions. I pay attention to details and stuff like that. And I'm saying all of this is saying that one of the strong points that I have.
Hold on. I see Miss Audra has responded. What are you saying over here? No, that's not the one I was just looking at. Hold on. I'm looking on from a different device. That's why I'm trying to find. Where's this comment? Jesus. Oh, wait. Am I here? Hold on, y'all. Child. Where can I find this comment in StreamYard? I'm seeing it on okay. Oh, there we go. Says Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. I believe that the majority of us are African American, and we are the ones fighting for our lives Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Vloggers have to educate themselves. Audrey M., you need to educate yourself. You need to educate yourself on what it means to be an informant. That's the first thing. Second of all, you need to inform yourself on what it means to taint the jury pool. That's secondly. Thirdly, the fact that you are saying that we need to educate ourselves and that which is true. Everybody should. Everybody has a responsibility to educate themselves on the world, on the world views of Black people, how we are treated, so we know how to navigate through it. All of that. No doubt about it. We all need to be educated. But ma'am, I don't give a fuck about somebody who is committing all kinds of crimes, especially crimes against Black people, most specifically Black women. So I don't feel any sympathy for it. And if you were listening to what I just said, we make up a very, very, very small community of people out here on YouTube. Only a few thousand people are following this story like that. Only a few thousand. And as I stated, most of us live around the country, some around the world, but a few of them are from Georgia, and even less live in Fulton County. So this idea that the 25 vloggers out here that are talking about this damn case have this power where we are tainting juries that have not been selected, who may not even be selected, depending upon how this shit turns out, and if whether or not this nigga takes a plea. You sound crazy. You sound clown. Okay? Okay, and if you are Sonya, you sound clown, Sonya. You sound clown, girl. Oh.
in being a trial vlogger is I can get the information from the real people. I can connect with the folks. You know what I'm saying? I can connect with the folks. So, and a lot of people have a problem with that. They make it seem as if I'm stalking people. They'll put out the narrative because of the jealousy they have of me being able to connect with the folks that I'm stalking people. That is the narrative out there.
If you have a if you have charges right now that where there's 2 counts of stalking, that's why they think it, Sylvia. It doesn't mean you're guilty of it, but that's what they thinking. Then you out here telling us you're gonna dox this lady. All right, she over here getting on my fucking nerves right now, but I have no intentions of doxing her ass. Okay, if I wanted to, I could block her ass just like you could have, and I guess you did. But at the end of the day, I ain't trying to dox her ass. Now let her threaten me in this chat, then I'll more than dox her. You see what I'm saying? But that ain't what she's doing to me, and I don't think that's what she was doing to you necessarily. But you do have stalkerish ways, and the people around you seem to have them too, because you letting your friends and everybody over here stalk and threaten and dox and all of this shit, Sylvia. All of this shit. And these are subscribers. They're not content creators. They are not public figures. You are. You are. And the reason why we ain't talking about nobody else where this is concerned is because you're the only one cozying up to these people. Girl.
Remember when I was doing the field trips, y'all? I was doing a field trip to go look at the old house. There was one content creator who was talking about, showing the place where Ernesto and Shirley lived. And then while watching their live, I came up with the idea of maybe I should go ahead and go and bring the people the information by going to the location, right? So I went out there to the first home, where the 2 homes was, to show the people what, the scenery, what it looked like. Just like yesterday, I went to Walmart to show you guys where the Walmart is, where the actual crime occurred, right? So, and it helps the people who are not in the area to see a visual, because visual help people to really connect to what's happening or see what's going on. So I try to help the people to live that or feel it or understand it or relate to it by showing a visual, because a lot of people learn from visuals, right? So I went to the house and I met the neighbor, the new person that lived there, and I talked to her. And if you guys see, I did a live on it. At the time, the people that disliked me enjoyed it. They thought it was cool. They were like, "Oh wow, so right?" Now, until the point comes and I decided that I wanted to move totally different, now it became a problem. Now I'm the bad person. Now I'm the person that now before this now.
What does that mean, to move totally different? Are you moving differently? Or are you just switching sides? And when I say sides, I don't mean the sides of the bloggers versus Nesto. I mean, why do you see it as a side to have? Like, are you saying switching sides from the prosecution side of things to the Nesto side of things? What do you mean by moving differently? What does that even mean?
When they were cool with me, it was cool. It was great. It was exciting. It was, wow, Sylvia did this. Oh my God. That is awesome for you to be able to go there. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you for letting us see this. We really appreciate you. But now I'm a stalker. I follow this person. Now let's talk about the Shirley beautician thing. Okay. We wanted to go see where the beautician thing was. It was never my original idea. My original idea was to go check out the home, not the beautician. Okay. While going to the different homes, that is when someone in the chat made a suggestion. about going to the salon. And what did I say? Okay, I would love to do that. Let's go do it. Went to the salon. Did I know that Shirley's daughter was going to be there? Absolutely not. Did I?
Hold on. So Sheridan was there that day. I know they thought that Shirley was possibly there, but Sheridan was in fact there getting her hair done. And that's who she wanted to talk to. That's who Wisdom's daughter went in and asked for, correct? And she was like, who? She was like, oh, no, we're not doing that or that. I remember that now. I do remember that.
Shirley was going to be there. Absolutely not. Now, the person that was with me has a problem. And now all of a sudden, she flips it and made it seem as if I'm the problem. I'm the one who was stalking. It is so strange how when folks are involved in something, they were cheering it on. And then all of a sudden, they have a hatred for you. They turn and now I'm the stalker. Now I've been accused of stalking Shirley's daughter. I've been accused of stalking Shirley. Now going to do an investigation and showing folks what's going on, where things are. I do not perceive that as stalking, because stalking is when somebody tells you to stop doing this and stop doing that and stop following them, and you continue to do.
No, that's harassment. Harassment is if somebody does something that you are uncomfortable with, that offends you, that attacks you in any sort of way, humiliates you, and you tell them to stop and they continue. That's harassment. Stalking is when you are following somebody, when you are trying. They may never know you're stalking them, but that doesn't mean you're not stalking them, Sylvia. Huh? So just because the person did not tell you, hey, you're stalking me, stop doing it, and they continue to do it, that's stalking? No. The act of following somebody and running up behind them and trying to show up in places that you think they are and following them to this, that, and the other, that is stalking. And the person, the subject that's being stalked may not even know it's happening. So what you just said is stupid, dumb, and wrong, girl.
Do it after they told you to stop. That is stalking.
No, it's not.
Going to a visit, to one-time visit to show folks about where the supposedly incident occurred is not stalking. I just want to give some people some real validation.
Not a definition of stalking. That is not how that works. From what I understand, weren't y'all left there and was going to drive past someplace else? See, look, here's the thing. I don't even have a problem with you going to the hair salon. I personally don't. It's kind of like what I said. I wouldn't have a problem with you going to the jailhouse to talk to Nesto about the case if you were gathering information for a story. But that's not what you were doing. You were going there under the guise of wanting to pray for him simply because you wanted attention and you wanted to get some sort of praise for making the connection. You thought it was going to gain you some access. See, that's why you did it. You didn't do that to save his soul, because we need to worry about yours. So we know you didn't go there to save his soul. We know that's not what that was about. You had ulterior motives for that. Okay, so I don't have a problem with you doing that. If you were going there to get the story and you were straight up and down, I'm here to get the story. I want to be the exclusive person that can talk to Nesto directly. I want to be able to ask him about the charges that are coming through. Like that's fine. I don't have a problem with you driving past the hair salon or even taking a picture of it and saying, here's the salon where, Nesto and Shirley met. Okay. I don't have a problem with you driving past those houses that Erica and Nesto had next to each other, and you took pictures of that. None of that was a problem. None of that is a problem at all. Okay? If you are doing it for the story, but if you are doing it because you just want to run up behind these people because you lightweight, infatuated with them, I mean, I don't understand. I don't get it. So, girl, that's when it gets crazy. That's when it feels like a stalker.
of what things are instead of making things up and because the hatred for Sylvia is so strong that they flip and change things around, change the narrative. So now I'm the bad person. I'm the villain. It's okay. I'm good. I'm good with being the villain. Okay. But let's not displace and make things something that it was not because you dislike or hate me. Let's not do that. Let's call it as it is. You made a decision to flip on me and change up because I made a decision to change. And you don't like that. So you're angry. That's fine to be angry.
Look, I just don't respect it. I don't even have a problem with a person changing their mind. But you change your mind for a reason. My question would be, what's your reason? It's not because you saw some evidence that proves his innocence. That's not why you change. You changed because you wanted better access. That's the only reason you changed, Sylvia. I have a right to believe that. I do believe it. And I look at you and you give me reason to believe it. You truly give me reason to believe it.
Angry. It's fine to displace your anger on, make it towards me, make me the villain. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm good with that. I'm okay. I'm fine with that. But let's cut down with the shade and the throwing of the rock and then saying I'm not accountable for things that I do.
You're not accountable for the things that you do. None of us are throwing rocks and hiding our hands. You do that. You throw the rock and you hide your hands. You allow others to throw the rock and while you hide your hands and turn your head. Just like how you let the way that whole interview went down with Sonya and what's her name? What you know that lady? What was her name, y'all? Grace, Naomi Grace. When Naomi Grace and you were on there with Sonya, there were things you loved. Some of that shit Naomi Grace had to say to Sonya. You loved it. You enjoyed it. You wanted more of it, right? You like that because the truth is, as I said before, you don't like Sonya and Sonya don't like you that much. But neither one of y'all appear to have any real friends in your life. So I think that y'all kind of feel like, y'all trauma bonding or y'all codependent, like, wait, where this YouTube shit is concerned. But you girl, let's listen.
Single thing
there's so much still to listen to, so let's listen.
I hold myself accountable because I am a trailblazer. I am the trailblazer. I am the it factor. I know that. And I will take the negativity along with the being the
what it? You are the it factor. You are the it factor. What it are we talking about? Shit. This is some bullshit. You the shit factor. Well, Sonya's the shit. Okay. Now Sonya is the shit. Okay. She the shit. All right. All right. I don't know what it you are. What factor you think you are, the it factor, girl? But your it factor won't bring not a boy, not a girl, not a dog to the yard. Now you make that make sense.
Trailblazer, because you have to have some sort of like stones being thrown at you, especially you paving the stairway for people to come along, right?
What are you paving the way for? People been covering trials since forever. What are you talking about? And you are not the only person that was covering trials on YouTube. This is stupid.
I am the it factor.
She's the it factor, y'all.
And people hate that I'm very strong in my belief. Haitian/Dominican.
Are you
proud? Very proud.
Are you?
And I didn't learn to become proud until I went through the bumps and bruises. And that's what made me stronger as a person. Okay. Now, I was reading my comments today. somebody says, oh, the YSL, but
Okay, can you guys hear me now? StreamYard was doing something crazy. Okay. Yes, not Sonya, but Sylvia says she has the it factor. Okay. I said she might have the shit factor. Okay. I said Sonya herself is the shit. No doubt about it. She is the shit. But Queen Black said, what it factor? Cousin it? Okay, that's about yeah. The it factor. Girl, are you
content creator that talks about me, picture on my thumbnail.
Again? Say it again. What was that?
I'm waiting for the answer.
Tell me again. Ask me again.
Thank you, Sparkle. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Coco. Thank you. Have you ever heard me take a whole live and put their video on my channel?
Hold on. Let me go back, because she's saying, first and foremost, she's talking about thumbnails. Okay. So let's start with the thumbnails. Let's go back to that point. Here we go.
Saying that's in that letter. First of all, have any of you guys ever seen me put any of the content creators' picture on my thumbnail?
Yes. You use my avatar and you use that other lady's. I know she's not a vlogger or anything. She may not be a content creator, but you did use her picture without any permission by a judge, in fact. And yes, you had my avatar in your thumbnail. Now make that make sense, Sylvia. Huh?
I'm gonna wait for that answer for the answer to that. Have you ever seen me put any of those content creator that talks about me picture on my thumbnail?
Yes. Next question.
I'm waiting for the answer.
Yeah. The answer is yes. Next.
Thank you, Sparkle. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Coco. Thank you. Have you ever heard me take a whole live and put their video on my channel and talk about it?
Too bad for you. I don't give a damn. There are channels upon channels, thousands of channels on YouTube that do nothing but react to other content creators and videos. The whole channels are devoted to reactions, ma'am. Okay. Which is one of the reasons why we know so well about how to utilize fair use. So if I'm saying something real crazy over here that you want to address, you should play it. Play it and respond to the things that I'm saying that's wrong. Yes, a few of us react to your shit. A few of us. I could name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I know. In fact, 5 offhand, probably more than that, but at least 5 content creators that I know personally that reacted to that whole Naomi Grace interview. Okay. Everybody was doing a reaction to it. So there's that, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's allowed. And if you don't do it, that's your prerogative, but it's our prerogative to do it in a proper way. In a proper way. We did it in a proper way. I think the problem is you don't like how we use your words against you. Like, you're really dragging yourself, but we come out here and we acknowledge the drag and you mad at us, but you're really dragging yourself.
And do a reaction on it. Have you ever seen me take any of those content creators that does reaction videos on me? Have you ever seen me take their video and put it on my channel and me talk about it?
No, I don't know. I don't watch you like that.
I'm waiting. All right, here's another question. Other than the two men that I gave nickname to, there's two men I gave nickname to, which I'm not going to call their names. I'm not going to give them the nickname, but there's two men that I gave nickname to because the two men I've had problem with because of the two that I'm having fights with this whole case. Now, other than those two, have I ever given any of them nickname, the content creators? Have I ever?
You have given nicknames to jurors. You have given nicknames to innocent people that don't know you from a can of paint. Okay? You did more to less. Okay? So, I don't know what you come out here and say and don't say for the most part. But who gives a fuck? But you did give nicknames to people that you should have been protecting. You were supposed to protect, not humiliate, insult. That was not what you were supposed to do. But you're mad that somebody has laid some nicknames on your ass. Girl, that's all the more reason to call you a few more names. The fact that you would have the audacity to say something about it when you had nicknames that the whole judge had to scold your ass for. Girl, you sound crazy as hell. You are such a hypocrite. Hit the like button.
Please answer that. Have I ever given, other than those two nicknames to those two men? Those two men, I can honestly say yes, I gave nickname, and the reason why I gave nickname because I didn't want to use their name because they've been harassing me, they've been bothering me. But other than those two men, have I ever given any of the other ones nickname?
Oh, your best hope.
Oh, and I did mention fish eye food.
Here's the thing. So you come out here and you say, I gave nicknames to two content creators, but did I give nicknames to any other content creators? So basically, you're contradicting yourself. So in other words, yes, the answer is yes. You have given people nicknames. Absolutely, you have. Period. So you mad that somebody turned around and put some on you, but you want to threaten people with lawsuits for saying things about you, but you turn around and say it about other people. You let people get on your channel, physically threaten, insult, cuss out, be rude and lewd, and you sat there giggling, chuckling, and napping, as Native would say, and you're mad at us because we say something about the dumb shit you're over here allowing? Girl, you let them do the shit on your behalf. So yes, ma'am, you do it. You do it. You do it. Every time you drop the link, you look forward to your chat, your subscribers, your moderators, your friends coming up there dragging somebody that you don't want to say you dragged, but you are happy to hear get dragged. Girl, I'm not stupid. We see you a mile away.
Because that one was harassing me. I'm talking about a lady. Have I ever gone into their platform
Listen.
and got up on their platform, send my husband or anybody on their platform to cuss them out and go off on them? Have I ever went onto their platform, cuss them out, or send my husband on their platform to talk about them? Have I ever done
it? Nyla! The patron saint, Nyla, she talking about you, girl. She said you sent her over there, child. Now She said you sent him over there, girl. That's what I heard, child. Ooh wee. Have I ever, girl? Not see now. You now say something. Okay, I'm nice. That's all I got to say. I'm real nice with mine. Okay, I don't know what level Nyla might be on. She wants to go off on you, but I'd be nice. Okay. Girl, she didn't send that man over there. He went over there because he groaned. He had some shit to say to you, child, and he's a blogger too. You act like she called her husband at work and told him to come home immediately to hit the live button or the StreamYard link so he could come over there and cuss you out. That ain't what happened. He's a blogger too. He's following the same shit. I mean, he wasn't like doing stories on it a lot, but he has done a little bit of commentary here or there and has contributed to commentary on Nyla's channel. So, like, girl, you ain't stop acting like somebody sent their husband over there to intimidate you. Girl, bye. And you let everybody jump on your panel to go at everybody else. You even so, and with that said, let's say even if she did do that, even if she did send him over there to defend her, I don't know why she would. In fact, he didn't go over there to defend Nyla. I think he was just over there talking about the bullshit she was on. Or maybe he was defending Nyla. I can't even remember what that was about now, but I remember when it happened. But he's a blogger. He's a blogger. He heard it. But you will let tons of people come on your panel while you sit back quietly giggling while they call everybody names, attack everybody, this, that, and the other. Girl, you need to stop it. Stop this. Stop it.
And if I have, please direct me to what video I did that to them on. Please direct me. Please direct me.
Yes, child. Everyone you got a panel. That's when. Girl, this dead air. I hate it. I hate it.
Have I ever?
Hold on. Well, okay, go ahead.
Went on any of my platforms, my 2 channel, ever went to my live and talk about the hairstyle they wear? Have I ever talked about how fat, how skinny, how large, how big, how small they are?
Mm.
Have I ever tore down their appearance?
Well, let me ask you this. How many of us come out here telling folks that we have, what our physical flaws are, and then come out here to correct said flaws in our face? Like, you made your body content. You made all of it content. You come out here, you exercise. You come out here, we see when you eat. You come out here, we see everything. We see your hair. We see how it changes from this to that to the other. Hell, people have talked about Oprah's hair since the beginning of time. They used to go in on Whitney Houston's hair. It's always been a thing. Okay? People are going to judge what you put out here in front of them. I ain't made no changes to my hairdo and ain't, okay? Not by choice. Ain't changing my hairdo. So there's really nothing to report on. You ain't got to like it. You can say, oh, I don't like her hair. It's too short. Or it's too cute. I don't like cuteness. Okay. That's probably what you would be thinking. Oh, her hair cute. It's too cute. Oh, she too cute with her cute hair. Oh, I don't like her cute hair. Is that why? Is that what you're saying? Look, if I change my hair and change my hair color, people are going to have opinions about it. You know what I'm saying? People are going to have opinions about it. So when I change my aesthetics and I'm on camera, it is what it is. It becomes content. But you came out here, changed your hair, complained about your hair, showing off your hair, chewing on your hair, twirling your hair, all of that with your hair. 1 minute it looks like yarn, the next minute it looks like straw. It's like, oh, I mean, look, it is what it is. We see it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because why? You made it content. You made your hair content, not us. You did it. You did it. Girl. So there's plenty for us to talk about. The people in the chat are reminding about the fact that you were on here twerking for Jesus. One right there. That one right there. That one's sick. That one you need to be ashamed of. That one you ought to be apologizing to about, asking for his forgiveness. That one you should acknowledge was inappropriate. But then again, you decided you're going to come out here last week and start talking nasty talk, or a week before last with Sonya. Y'all wanted to have an after dark conversation. It's interesting what you pick and choose to be appropriate. It's whatever you want. Us say the nastiest shit ever. And when I say nasty, I don't mean mean nasty. I mean he was being nasty. He made many references. You're doing a lot of hypocritic talk here. Okay, it's a lot of hypocrisy going on. Ma'am, twerking for Jesus. With raccoon eyes. Huh? I'll wait. What blogger are you going to come out here and call raccoon eyes? I will wait for you. But if they came out here with dark circles and raccoon around her eyes, oh, am I going in and out, y'all? Child, I think it is it's either a StreamYard problem or it is the laptop problem, because it's not the Wi-Fi. This is crazy. Sorry about that. Shit, what was I saying? What was I just saying, y'all? Hold on. Maybe if I hear it.
I mean, have I ever done a live like that?
Like what? Shit. I forgot what I was saying, y'all. Hold on. Let's see.
Platform.
Thank you. Raccoon eyes. If we came out here with raccoon eyes, dark circles around our eyes, and was cutting the fool out here and showing titties to this witness over there in this case, and running up, acting like I want to pray for this one in that case, and all of this, that, and the other. If I was doing all of that, they'd be calling me raccoon eyes. I'm just saying. Good God. Over it.
Hairstyle they wear. Have I ever talked about how fat, how skinny, how large, how big, how small they are? Have I ever tore down their appearance?
You can't. That's what I'm saying. What you gonna say to who? Who you gonna tear down? Hey, Texas Toy, shut up. Texas Toy said, "Be always gonna defend her Wi-Fi and Dennis." Shut up. You stupid. Anyway. Oh God.
Have I ever called them broke or tore down, have raccoon eyes? Have I ever done that?
Can't.
I mean, have I ever done a live like that?
Can't.
I just want to know. Have I ever done that? If I did, please, 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 please email me the link that I did it on. Please. I have over 3,000 videos. Please let me know.
What you doing over there, Sylvia? Hurry up, girl.
Now,
What?
I on the other hand, can show you videos. I, on the other hand, can show you people who have done that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can show it to you.
Mine. Yeah.
I can show you.
I did it. Okay. And so what? And you're the content. We make fun of Nesta. Why? Because he's already the content. We make fun of Sonya. Why? Because she's already the content. So if you're the content, people are gonna make fun of you. It's because we're gonna try to incorporate humor in this serious situation. Okay, because let's be very clear. I'm not saying you're guilty, Sylvia, because I do not know. I do not know. And I have said this over and over and over. When Dana J was on my platform, I said it. When he left the platform, I said it. I do not know which one of y'all is telling a lie, but one of you surely is telling a lie. One of you is lying. And the only way we're going to know is when we see the evidence. And questions, he probably was like, oh, is she taking it for Sylvia? I wasn't. I was asking questions about the situation. You probably think I'm on Dana J's side. I'm not on anybody's side because I don't know what the hell happened. But we're already talking about it. And the fact is, the charges that you have are serious. Stalking is serious. Trespassing is serious. Conspiring to commit a crime is serious. Harassment is serious. This ain't no easy shit. This ain't no, you stole a Tootsie Roll from the corner store. That's not what this is. If those things happen, that's problematic. And if he is lying on you, that is problematic. So all this shit is serious. But because y'all are here and we're talking about serious shit, it gives us opportunity to have some fun. Because we're already talking about you and the shit you brought to the streets. That's it. Girl.
Show you hatred that's been spewed against me. I can show you names that I've been called.
I bet.
I can show you letters that have been sent to my home.
Here's the thing. Letters that have been sent to your home. Now, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know how they got your home address. I don't know none of that. But giving names, you're going to name a lot of people. Because, yeah, I shouldn't say all. A good number of us have had something to say about you here or there. Okay? And all of us have our own little nicknames. Okay? I don't personally call you the animal nicknames. That's what a lot of these other people do, child. I just got my other names. You know what I'm saying? I don't call you no animal names per se, but you did call Dennis a turtleneck. Now that you did do. That right there, you did that. And the last time I checked, a turtle was an animal. My God. Huh? So you do the shit. You just mad because more people are doing it towards you. Well, you out here with the foolishness. So that's why they do it.
I can show you people who are fake witnesses on my case.
Fake witnesses.
I can show you lies that have been said and documented about me.
You gonna show us?
I can do that.
Okay.
I have told you tons of them. People I don't even know, y'all. I didn't even know they exist. Doing videos on me.
Right. Because why?
Doing tarot readings on me.
You know why? Because you're content. You know why? Because you made yourself content. You're content. That's why they did the live. Something happened and they decided to do a live about what happened. It happened. You come live showing us shit, and then when we report on what you came live to show us and it's not favorable, then you mad. I'm beginning to think that just like Sonya, both of y'all like attention, even if it's negative attention, because you've found a way to flip it and make that negative attention turn you into a victim. And that gives you reason to be the victim in front of your audience, which garners maybe some sympathy and support that you aren't getting in your real life. Now, that's my thought.
All kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
On me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fact.
Mm-hmm. It's a fact.
The rumor mills keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. They bring my child involved in it. They call her name.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, any child would defend their mama.
We bring her up. You allowed your daughter to go live on your channel to cuss people out for you, lie for you, and then you want to come out here and be mad that we responded. Again, I will say it again. This is not the first, second, or the third time I've said it, but I do not blame that girl because you raised her. I don't blame her because you encouraged her. I don't blame her because you didn't stop her. I don't blame her. I blame you. Because she didn't do it on her channel. She did it on yours. I blame you. And so I'm going to bring it up. The things that I thought weren't very respectful or were very unbecoming of her. But I'm not really insulting her because she is a daughter trying to take up for her mother. But I do look at you crazy. Real crazy.
By all means necessary. That's why I'm waiting for my day in court, y'all. That's why. So because I have evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence, especially with this case of mine. That I'm not talking about the other content creators that did stuff that's not part of this case. I'm talking about I have evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence, and they came so like unhinged that they put people who they were beefing with before, who was fighting back and forth with them as part of the conspiracy so they can make their case stronger against me, which I have nothing to do with grown people talking to grown people having their own beef. Has nothing to do with me. But they put it as conspiracy so they can have some sort of validation, which because they couldn't pull anything off of my videos, nothing they could pull off of my channel that shows what. So they go and take other people's videos that they've been beefing with from day one and try to act like they were conspiring with me. And there's no phone record of me talking to these individuals.
Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I had y'all on mute. Shit. What the hell I say? I was going in too. I was going in, child. I don't know. I just happened to look up and I saw V, where are you? I was like, wait a minute. Did I hit the mute button? I'm sorry, y'all. Bottom line is I just think that Sylvia is full of shit and is out here trying to create shit that's not even there, but with a hope that it's going to garner sympathy from her audience. But let's continue a little bit more.
The harassing phone call. I want the evidence of harassing phone call. I want my phone records and see if I ever called that person. I want them to give every single and see if I ever called that person.
But if you conspired with others, that means you're not the only person that's doing or committing maybe some of these crimes. Is it possible? I'm just asking. I don't know. I wasn't there. But is it possible that you didn't call him and threaten him with anything, but that maybe someone around you did and said they were doing it on your behalf? Because if that happened, that's why they're calling it a conspiracy too. You don't have to die. See, this is what we mean. People can do things to someone else and then hide their hands like they didn't do it because maybe someone did it for them. I'm not saying that's what happened, Sylvia, but it's possible, ma'am. It's possible. Come on, Sylvia. Say something, child. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Say something.
Here's my purpose of my channel. Those who don't know. My purpose of my channel is to bring information from the courthouse to you guys, so you guys can have a feel of what's going on in the court system. And the other purpose of my channel is to give you a little glimpse of who I am. Give you some relatable information, stuff that you can, say, hey, I could connect with her on this and connect with her on that. My channel is not about bashing anybody. My channel has never been about anything like that. Mm-hmm. My channel is also to share my spiritual experience, my relationship with God. Mm-hmm. Yes, Kazan, yes, God is a person for me. Okay. But anyway, that is my purpose of my channel. I feel my channel is a channel for people to feel like a family. Though there are people who don't have any kind of connection with the outside world other than what's on the internet. And I like to make people feel welcome and at home or being part of my family. And if that means joking with them, that means going off, because I go off on my daughter. I joke with my daughter. I make her feel, the love. I try to connect with every individual that I can on my channel. And that's why a lot of people come to my channel, make them feel.
Just curious, what's a lot? What's a lot? I'm just asking for a friend. What's a lot of people? And how come they on there being your chat, girl? I'm just asking.
What kind of reading? Kazan, what are you talking about? I don't know. I said something that has to do with reading. But that's what my channel is about. Not for malice, not for mistreatment of anybody. Now, come on now. I'm going to be Sylvia, right? I'm going to act. I'm comfortable enough to go off on somebody and then just love them afterwards. That's just me. Uh-huh. That's the Pisces in me. Mm-hmm. That's the Haitian in me. That's just me. Mm-hmm. And by all means, it's not where my heart is. My heart is not to hurt you. Mm-hmm. I desire the best for everybody. Mm-hmm. And that's why I get up early in the morning. I pray for the people in my channel. I pray because I don't know what the person is experiencing in their life or whatever. I don't sit there and try to scrutinize every negative part of a person. I don't dare find every shortcoming of anybody, because we all have our weaknesses in life. Every single one of us. I may not be eloquent in my speech as in somebody else that has a channel that speaks well. I don't. But I'm going to tell you one thing. When people come in my channel, they feel the love. They feel the genuine. They feel that I am very thoughtful, very caring for them.
No, when they come to your channel, they feel very lied to, very less than genuine, very less than cared for, and only care about self. Like, girl, what I get is very phony, very insincere. That's what I get over there, and very uninformed. That's what I get. It's a bunch of berries, but it ain't the ones you want to highlight. It's the opposite of what you want.
Because anytime somebody sits on a channel and pray for somebody, that shows you that the love that they have for that person, that they're willing to talk to their God about that person's situation.
Really? When they're just because they're praying on camera in front of others? Integrity is what you do when no one is looking. God is most concerned about what you do in the privacy, not just in the public. Okay, so ma'am, if you want to pray for Nesto, you could pray for him. You damn sure don't have to do it on camera. You don't even have to do it at the jailhouse during a jail visit. You definitely don't have to do it on a FaceTime call. Ma'am, you could do it on the phone or not at all. You can just pray for that man and he ain't got to be a party to any of it. Girl, stop it. This is why no one respects it, because we know the reason why you do what you do is to garner some sort of accolade, some sort of compliment, some sort of sympathy. There's always a motive to why you come out here doing that. And it's not consistent with all the other parts and things that are happening on your channel. So that's why it's not sincere to us. Now, we can't jump in your head or your heart and know for sure, but that's our opinion of it, so we can see you pray for him. That's crazy as hell right there. Why you need us to see you pray for him? For what? You better pray for yourself, because Nesto, his destiny is set. You need to be praying for you and for your heart and for God to cleanse that, so that you're in the right space so that you can get the right outcome with what you're facing.
Willing to show enough pray for somebody, not just say I'll pray for you and just keep on going. No, really stop and stand in the gap for that person. That's who I am. That's who I am. And of course, my family members, we're going to have our little ups and downs. There's days I may piss somebody off. They might decide to leave my channel for a day. And let me tell you, I'll be reaching out to, hey, what's up? Why are you not contacting me? Why are you not on the channel? What's going on? And you know what's, and then I give people their space, because, you know, folks have to
Wait. Oh, well.
live. I mean, they have to deal with things the way they know how to deal with it best. You know, I'm not a pushy person. And I'm very good at ignoring you now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very good at that.
We can't tell, because here's the thing. You're not a good liar and you're not good at ignoring, because you've been telling us you don't even watch us. You've been telling us that you don't want to see nothing these other content creators are saying or doing. You kept telling us that. You even told your own chat that if you bring me this shit, you don't like me. If you go over there and watch them, you don't like me. You don't like me. You don't like me. You don't like me. And I want you to like me, like me, like me. And they don't. And I would agree. I've said from the beginning, they don't like you, Sylvia. They don't. They watch you make a fool of yourself, and then they encourage you to be more foolish. Those are not people that like you or support you. Those are people that, you know, are using you for their entertainment. And they do it under the guise of support. And it's really not that. Because hell, how much are they really supporting you? You have 40,000 subs, and you cannot get 100 people in the chat consistently.
I will see and don't see you easily. I do not push myself on anybody. If you don't want to talk to me, I'm cool with that. I'm fine. And I don't chase people. I'm not going to chase you. I'm going to make sure you feel welcome. And if you don't feel welcome, maybe it's not the place for you. And everybody is in our life for a certain amount of time. Not everybody's supposed to be with you. Not everybody's going everywhere with you. And I realize there are seasons with folks on the internet. And it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me.
Well, I'm going to stop it there, because this don't bother her. She did this just for kicks and giggles, I guess, because none of this shit bothers her. So I don't even know why she bothering us with it. Okay, somebody help me with that. Why did she come out here to bother us with it? Honey, she out here, she is crying about this shit. And I'm not impressed with it at all. If you guys missed it, if you just came in late, please go back, rewind, red ball it back, so you can hear all of the things that Sylvia had to say about us over here. Some of us content creators and how we are bullying her, honey. She says, stop the bullying. I want her to stop the lying. I want her to stop being so uninformed, yet coming out here acting as if she has an informed opinion. And it's not. She told us what harassment is, which was a lie. No, I'm sorry. She said what stalking is. Wrong definition, ma'am. What you described is harassment. It's not stalking. Ma'am, you've come out here and you said a lot of things about people talking about you, people putting nicknames on you, people doing lives about you, people showing your picture without your permission, but you've done all of those things. Everything you said, you've done it. You've done all of them. You've done all of those things. It's very hypocritical. And we just called you out for, the bullshit we heard. That was a 3-hour live that Sylvia did earlier today. And we probably went over like an hour of it. I don't have the energy. You get the gist of what the fuck was going on over there. Okay. You get the gist of it. Go on over there and check out what more she had to say, honey. Or you can just red ball back and get some of the highlights of the most interesting points. Anywho, let me see. Did I miss anything else over here? Yes. Irie Vibes, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, I'm so glad this is going on while I work on my black job. I'm 15 minutes behind on 2 times. Okay, girl. Take your time, girl. You ain't got to have us up on 2 times, child. You can just, do the normal speed, girl. You good. Because I ain't going over all that bullshit. Okay, because I don't know what she had to say after this. I turned it off the first time when I got to this space. I'm turning it off again because nothing she says after this could be any worse or any better, child. Whatever. If y'all hear something and y'all watch the rest and you want me to respond, please just send me a note and I will I'll check it out. Again, my IG is V_Lenore_show. You can hit me there. And then I had and my email address here is v.lenore.show@gmail.com. Okay. So feel free to let me know if there's more of this call you want me to react to. I will do that. Thank you so much, Irie Vibes. Again, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Cappuccino Latte. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the Ilvia read. You are very welcome. Thank you, Cappuccino Latte. Hey, Rossi. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks, V. You are being too kind. Look, she gonna say I'm bullying her, child, but she gonna have to take that to the DA and see what they say about it. Because I'm not bullying you. I literally have an opinion, and I answered it. Okay. All this shit about people stalking you or harassing you and being so unkind with you, but you have all those charges against you. Just lay low, honey. You better lay low, okay? Just lay low. Just lay low. All right? So anyway, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for coming out here and kicking it with me this afternoon. I might come back later on. I might come back. If I do, it'll probably be, I think, Native usually goes on around 8. So if I go live, it probably will be around 10 or 10:30 tonight once I put Pastor to bed. And then I'll come out here and possibly go live. And if I do, then we'll come out here and talk some Sonya stuff. All right. So that's that. All right. Thank you, everybody. Oh, goodness. Thank you so much, Alan Speed. UPenn alum. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate it. I really do. Every little bit counts. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, you guys, thank you to everybody who contributed today. Thank you to all of the members. Thank you to Only Me 23 for gifting a membership. Thank you to all of the mods in the chat. Thank you to each and every one of you that came out, listened, gave me a click in the view. And most specifically, I love them people that hit the damn like button. My God, today. I love them. I love them. Okay. I love them. But I love all y'all too. Okay. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Not a damn thing. Smooches.